What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday, y'all. So check it out, dude. We're out here today. We're gonna do the starter on the '09 Ram. I know I need to jump into the shocks. Quiet signal. Big dog, I got your video coming up. It's probably gonna end up coming out tomorrow about the wiring through the firewall under the dash of both trucks. So with all that, man, I'm gonna jump out here. I'm gonna show you the truck. So I have my jack underneath it, but I'm not gonna use jack stands because I've only got the body picked up enough to get underneath the truck. I don't have the wheels off the ground or nothing, right? So it's just to get up enough for me to slide underneath the truck. So I'm gonna show you this starter real quick, and we're gonna jump out here. We're gonna get this thing ripped off, dude. It's still like 105 degrees out here. So we're gonna try to make this quick. I did a video on the '03 starter. I imagine this is gonna be pretty much the same, but hey, I'm gonna take my family along with me. So let's get out there and get started. So jumping right into it, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the starter that I bought. Y'all know that I like to go down and buy my auto parts, so that's what I got. It was $159.99 before taxes and $172 after taxes with a $46 core charge. Now this is a remanufactured one, so it's what I went with. It was a little cheaper, and we know we're trying to save money around here because these auto parts are expensive as all get out. So with that, the new one was $194 before taxes, so it was probably $220 or so after taxes with a $5 course, but they had to order it, so I didn't go with it. Now we're gonna jump out there, rip this thing off, and get this party started. So let's ride. Before we get started, I had to put my battery cap back on. I'm gonna let y'all hear this starter so y'all know what it sounds like. Here we go. Hear how it sounds kind of weak? So that's a sure sign that it's gonna start going out. I don't want to get that truck hot. It's been sitting here all day. So now step one is we're gonna take the battery terminal off, right, like so. Now we're gonna jump under there, get you set up, and we're just gonna run right through it. So here we are, man. We're under the truck. We got 13 millimeter. Sorry about that, guys. That's a 15 millimeter, which is a little bit big, but I can't get anything else to fit on it. Then you got a 10 millimeter for your little dust shield. We're gonna have a couple of plugs up here at the top. I'm gonna sit y'all back, and then we're gonna go through it real quick. The battery is disconnected, and that is an important step. All right, guys, let's jump into it, man. This is just a little heat shield. My catalytic converter's right here. Actually, I believe it's a pretty smart choice. So there we go. Got that drop. That's a 10 millimeter, 2 bolts. Get you a little extension. It'll go right past your pipe right here. Now let's see about this. This is a quick little plug. You just push the little tab, work it off of there, simple dimple, and then we're gonna, I think that's gonna be a 12 for the disconnect, for your positive disconnect to your starter. No sir, it's probably a 13, I'm sorry. So there it is, it'll be a 13 mil. We'll break that loose real quick. That way when I pull it out, we can just drop it straight down. And you want to go gentle on these things. You don't want it to break inside that solenoid, because then it's just gonna spin and you're really gonna fight it trying to get it off of there now. And make sure to keep your lock washer. Save your lock washer, man. You want to keep that. And then there it is. I mean, that's pretty much everything besides taking it off the truck. Very simple. Got that one. Now I do believe that the starter just went out. It's old. It's probably the original. And I believe that's why it went out. Just this Texas heat really got to it. Now I normally leave the top bolt in, and then, you know, so the starter will hang when I get the bottom one out. But in this case here, it's easier to have the bottom one to kind of help support the starter, because the bottom one is the easier of the two to get out. Especially if you're trying to do this with your truck hot and that catalytic converter's right there. Boy, that could be some fun you don't want to have. Voila, there it is. It's as simple as that. So, in my 03 Ram starter video, I had a subscriber, Daily Driver. Big dog, you reminded me that this is used as a ground. So I'm gonna get something and clean this up, and then we'll go back with it. So here we go, man. I got my stuff. I'm gonna take y'all along with me. First things first, we're gonna wipe it down. Get anything loose off of there. It looked a little oily, not too bad. Now, this is what I am gonna do, which I didn't do this on the 03, and I probably should have. But it's kind of harder to get around the surface with that rag in there. But that is quite a bit of debris coming off of there, you know what I mean? And I don't really want a lot of that getting down in there. That's probably not the best thing. But I definitely want to get it clean. I'm going to tell you what, guys. Let me go back to the garage, man. Let me grab a piece of sandpaper, and then we'll really do a number on that. All right, man. So I got me a piece of 600 grit. We're just going to go over it real light. I wanted something aggressive, but not too aggressive. I just want to kind of polish this metal up. As my brother Daily Driver reminded me, this is that ground, it's a grounding surface, so I want the best connection as possible. I want that thing to mate nice. So listen, man, if y'all have an excessive amount of dirt around your starter here, say you drive an old truck, say it looks like the 03 did, right? And it's got oil leaks and it's everywhere, man. If you got big chunks of dirt coming off of this, guys, please try to cover your hole up. Try to keep that stuff from falling down inside your bell housing right there, man. You don't want that. Nobody does. It might not do anything, but it might, and it might is the problem. So you can see I'm just going light over it, man. I'm just trying to polish that surface up, make it look good. I don't have, this truck's very clean compared to my 03. So, and I have had some comments about that on my channel, and I appreciate that, guys. Y'all noticing and paying attention to the details. That's what's up. So, that's that, man. We're already going back with it. So here it is. And luckily everything's accessible, so you can put the starter up here, mount it, and then do everything on the side. You don't have to mount everything and then try to fight it and fight the wires. See, boom, there it is. I can get all this going and then come back and do the rest here in a minute. It's really a quick job, y'all. 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops if your truck's cool. So we're gonna run that in, but we're not gonna tighten it up. Same here, same here. I mean, and that's that, guys. It's bolted back up. I mean, literally, that's it right there, fellas. Put our little, put our wire loom back up like that. Get that thing back in place like that to hold that wire loom back. Shoot, guys, we're rolling, baby. We're rolling. We're already almost done. Y'all can say what you want about torquing it. I've never had any issues, so I'm gonna go with what I always go with, and that's what's up. I've never had one back off with me, or back off, or bolts come loose. I never have, so I'm gonna go with what I know, and that'll be what's up. Put this back up here. We'll run this nut off on the top. Use the new nut. It comes with one. I mean, they're identical. It's not like you're getting a better nut with the old one or the new one. There is a washer on there. Oh, they do give you a new lock washer. That's what's up. Gotta fight it off of there. Probably should have did that first. Well, we didn't, so there we go. We got it off. They do give you a new lock washer. That's legit. Now, one thing to note, when y'all are tightening this positive feed up to your starter, you do not, I mean absolutely do not want to break that electrode hanging out there that you're screwing to. And if you decide to get crazy on it, you might possibly do that. You have a lock washer. The tension of the lock washer should keep the wires on there tight. You just want to get it good and snug and then let it ride. See? Just make sure that your lock washer is crushed. If your lock washer is crushed, guys, you're there, man. You're there. Plug our little plug in here. Oh, we're there. It's plugged in. It didn't click or anything, but it's there. Put our dust shield back on. 10 millimeter. Short extension here. Goes up there like so. We'll run that one in. You always want to get both of them started before you tighten them up. You know, that's the rule of thumb. Get everything started and then tighten up. Especially with some of these remanufactured stuff, they don't do a good job of cleaning out threads, right? So sometimes you got to kind of go with it. You definitely need to know the difference between what a cross-threaded nut feels like and what a good thread feels like. Snug that dust shield back up, and guys, that's it. That is it, dude. That's done. So I'm gonna get up here. We're gonna look at this old starter, and then I'm gonna put that battery terminal back on. We'll fire it up. We'll see what the starter sounds like. Sweet and simple. So here's the old one, man. I was looking right here, like it says remanufactured. So this is not the original, but it does look like it's in pretty rough shape. So I'm gonna grab these keys. I got the truck all buttoned up. We're gonna jump out here and we're gonna fire this thing up. We're gonna listen to this starter, and then we're gonna end this video, yo. Here we go, man. We're all down. We're set down. Jacks out from under the truck. Battery terminals back up. Under hood lights still working. That's sweet. Let's see what it sounds like, yo. This is the moment of truth. I did check everything. Oh, did you hear that? That's how it's supposed to be right there. Here, we're gonna do it one more time. One more time. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, one more thing I want to try is the remote start. But I do have to shut this hood. Here we go. Oh yeah, that thing started up nice. So that other starter's just wore out. I can't tell you how long it's been on the truck. I don't know how long it's been on there. But with all that, dude, it's that simple to change your starter out. I got a video out on the 03 if you want to check that one out, if you're driving a 3rd generation Ram. But that's how we do it on the 4th generation. Super simple. Took me 30 minutes overall. But with all that, man, keep living the dream, doing your thing. Like and subscribe. I appreciate all you guys, and I consider you guys family.